Hey there everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com with the brand new Samsung Galaxy S4. Here it is. So funny thing about this phone, it's actually almost identical on the outside to the Galaxy S3. Fits in just about the same footprint. The width is almost dead on. It's just a tad thinner and it weighs a little bit less. It's also a little more square. It's lost a little bit of the roundedness on the back, but it still feels really good in the hand, just about the same feeling as the S3. So I want to walk you through a couple of the software features here. There are a whole bunch. So here is the home screen, and again, not unfamiliar. If you've used TouchWiz in the past, you're going to be pretty comfortable with it here as well. And you can see it actually scrolls all the way around, so you can just keep going and going and going. Same thing for the app drawer. And this is actually running Android 4.2.2, which is the latest version, and no real surprise that Samsung went all out and got the engineers on that. So widgets are in the usual place in the app drawer that you're used to in Android 4.4, right? So that's nice to see. So here's the notification pull down, and again, that looks pretty familiar for Samsung. You have these quick settings up top, but you actually have two kind of settings buttons here, and they have completely skinned the settings menu. So you're going to have to hunt around a little bit for things that you might otherwise have just seen on one screen. They've been done in tabs here. So it takes a little getting used to. I mean, it's not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. So as long as we're here, about device, and there it is, Android 4.2.2. And again, they have hidden developer settings just like in stock Jelly Bean, right? So you'll have to do that little tap 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 thing to get it. Here's the space. Not a whole lot of space on this device. Storage will obviously vary depending on region, and actually so will your processor. So some of them will be running Exynos 5, some will be running Snapdragons. So again, we'll have to wait and see the individual regional announcements. So here's the other settings. At the very top right, you have that button, and that's where you get those, stock 4.2.2 pull-down settings. Only Samsung has added a whole bunch, and the big one, this is the really cool one, is the kind of finger hover, right? So you can see we're doing it here. You don't actually have to touch the screen. Now this works in a bunch of apps. One of the big ones is the browser, so you can hover over the tab button, and it will show you the tab. The other cool thing is gestures. So before you could tilt the phone to pan through a page and change tabs. Now you just kind of wave your hand around it. It's kind of in the early stages. It works okay, but not perfect. But it's fun to play with, and you're going to kind of look funny as you're walking down the street doing this. So the little finger hover actually does a whole bunch of previews. Now you see it doesn't work in Gmail. It does work in this custom version of Flipboard that is only on the GS4 right now. And you see you just hold your finger over the screen, and it will give you a preview of that story in Flipboard, so that's pretty cool to see. And it's actually handy. It takes a second to get used to, but I like that a lot. It's gimmicky, but it's functional as well. So this also works in the stock email app, in Samsung's email app. So if you hover over an email, it will give you a preview of that email. That's pretty cool. These are demo emails, so half of them are in Korean, and I don't understand them. But you see the little preview pops up there. A lot of changes to the camera as well, and this is one of the big ones, is this kind of dual shot. So it's actually shooting from the front and the rear camera at the same time. So you can see myself and Dan Rubino there in the front-facing camera, and you have all these cool little just kind of graphical overlays. So here's the postage stamp. You can make it smaller. You can move it around. There's a circle, and so now you can show both cameras at the same time. So that's pretty cool. Group Play is interesting. So this will pair up to 8 Galaxy S4s together over NFC, and then you can share music. So you can have music playing, the same songs playing at the same time out of 8 different phones. You can share pictures and documents and things like that as well. Samsung Hub is the one-stop shop to get movies and music and books and all that stuff. So if for some reason you don't want to use Google Play or Amazon or whatever, Samsung has its own thing. So that's really evolved. Another big addition is this health stuff. So Health Board, they are using the sensors in the phone, and this is a Samsung app that they've worked with other developers with. So it can track your walking, it can track your heart rate. There are accessories, Bluetooth accessories. There's a scale, there's a wristband, there's a heart monitor, so it's pretty cool. So there is the Galaxy S4. Here it is with the Galaxy S3 again. They are almost kind of one of the same. People will mistake one for the other, no doubt, when that comes out. But a really nice phone, so many features. We're just barely scratching the surface here in New York at the launch event. But we are going to give this thing a thorough rundown in the coming weeks ahead. See ya. Hey everybody, it's Phil from Android Central, and if you want to help out the site and look good, go get the best damn Android t-shirt anywhere from shopandroid.com.